Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines. Today, we will be beautifying our city a little bit because we've been neglecting our parks and other recreational buildings. Hey, Craig. Welcome. I feel like there was something I was going to tell you if you were on tonight, and... Oh, I remember what it was. Check out Chicken Road. It looks like the trailer finally upgraded the Orchard residence, I believe. It was either this one or it was the one next door. Either way, they either got a really nice, like, 4-bedroom house or they got, like, a super snazzy futuristic building. But yeah, Chicken Road is doing nice. And nobody's complaining about the road. In fact, it's like level 4. It's almost like maxed out. But yeah, I figured we would take a look today at beautification, which I believe is also just called recreation. Let's see. Those are levels. Health. Citizen happiness. I know that you can see a little bit from there as well. It did, yeah. Population, outside connections, land value is nice to look at every once in a while. We definitely have a lot of land value over here by Camelot Park. Coastal land value can go up pretty quickly if you put developed areas on it. You can see here how nicely this area has kind of gotten up into the high property value. This is yet to go up, but what's really funny is the highest area is right over here by Chicken Road. Districts, leisure, that's what we're looking for. So all this orange is not great. So we need to beautify this area, put in some unique buildings, some more parks and plazas, maybe even make another unique park somewhere. Wait, is that a park area? The Orsum district, or is that just showing? One sec, let's see. Oh, maybe we made that a park area. That is very strange. Did not mean to do that. That's probably been there for forever. So let's just get rid of that. That's supposed to be an industrial district, which also exists. Let's just make sure that all of this is covered first. Hamilton Land. Now that needs to be. Has no specialization. Yeah. We're fixing all that. Or at least maybe. You know what? It actually was an industrial area, but the parks, I guess, overlaps. So we didn't have to do that. But let's give it a specialization like you're supposed to do. Let's see. That is through here. And this is an ore industry. Yes. Okay, so it has its specialization again. Or not. Let's see. The Orsum district has an ore specialization. How do we assign this one again? Just a moment to refigure this part out. So we have the industry areas here. We painted in the industry here. No, we don't want to do that. Continue this over. There we go. Make sure we paint in these buildings. Okay. Oh, well, Orsum Wells is still here. Do I have to continue it from this property? That would certainly be interesting. Oh yeah, it's still got. Okay, we have to continue it out from here. So we just need to like click here and paint. There we go. So let's just overlap just a little bit here. That explains it. So you have to continue it out from... You have to extend it out from the industry center. There we go. So we've redone what we undid. But yes, anyway, back to what we were doing. A moment ago, we were looking at leisure, and we need to fix all of this orange. Let's start by patching up some of our initial areas here that we never did actually get completely covered. We did put in some unique buildings. What's that ding? The cemetery has finished emptying. Let's go ahead and allow it to continue. Now let's take a look at some parks and plazas that we can plop down. So these neighborhoods have intentional spaces in between the different roads so that we can put some parks in. And these are ploppable parks. We don't have to zone them or anything like that. What do we have here? Other parks. Basketball court, tennis court, track and field. Let's try some of these. So a neighborhood basketball court, let's put that up here. Or actually, let's come down a little bit. Yeah, let's see about putting that right in there. Do we need to rezone? No. So this little area here where somebody moved out, a new building will come in here, but we'll start seeing things level up very quickly in this area. Oh yeah, that's much better already. Maybe down here by the water we can squeeze in a little park. Let's see if we can find something tiny. A bouncy castle park. That's actually a little bigger than I thought it would be. Carousel park. What is the tiniest park that we have? Oh, actually, we have some that can go out on the water. We could do a fishing island out here. But it does have to be, I believe, near a road. So right here at the end of this road, we could do a little fishing island. So let's try that. So they'll come out to here, and then when they come out to the pier, they teleport out to this little fishing island out here in the middle of the river. I don't think that it's in the path of these ships. No, the ships seem to come across here. Nice. So let's see if that has beautified this area a little bit better. This area, yes, not necessarily over here. Can we do like one more little park? What do we have here? 8x8 fountain, that's pretty big. We have a lot of parking lots and things that we've added in with mods. Do we have any tiny fountains? There's a thermal spa. That's like 4x4. Walkways, nah. Chill park. That's 6x5. Roundabout. So these are some really big things that can go in the middle of a roundabout, which would be kind of cool. I need to remember those the next time we actually make a roundabout. Or I can go and decorate our roundabouts with them once we get these parks in. What else do we have here? 2x2 plaza. Okay, that might be just what we're looking for. A little place for them to rest over here by the water. I think maybe I'll put it in here, right where that house is. What's that going to do for our leisure in this little area? Okay, there we go. So we've gotten rid of all of the orange down here. That was the goal. What does this little plaza look like? Okay, that's pretty cool. Has a nice little riverfront view. Still on the street because it has a snap to the street, so it's not all the way over here. Nice. Let's go back to our leisure view here. Let's check out this area over here. All this over here by the highway, not really doing so hot. So maybe we get another park back in over here. Let's see. We have plaza with trees. Let's see. The small park is actually quite big, ironically, but I bet if we put it here... What is that track? No, let's skip that. Too heavy on the synth. Alright, now that we've plopped down the small park... Actually, let's zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so this over here is still kind of brown. We actually already had a park over here, so you have to kind of put quite a few in close proximity in order to really up the leisure. Before we expand too many more of these just general parks, though, let's also take a look at some of our unique buildings and see what else we have. We have a winter market, department store, retail establishment offering a wide variety of consumer goods which are featured in their own departments in the store. 150,000 for this unique building. We could place this somewhere where we have a lot of commercial that still needs leisure. All through this strip here is commercial. We don't have anything on this side of the road here, but do we want to drive up traffic right here? Putting in a department store? Maybe. How big is it? Ooh, that is ginormous. Space already occupied by some industrial buildings. You know, that's going to drive up a lot of traffic, so I think that we should consider putting that somewhere else. What is our zoning up here? Okay, we have commercial all through here. I bet this would be a good place for it. We already have commercial here. We already have a decent highway through here. And we need some leisure in this area, so let's go ahead and see if we can squeeze that in right up here. Nice. Does that improve the leisure? That's another question. Yes, it does. Definitely. Let's take a look at it. Oh, wow. Okay. Werner and Zenator. I'm not sure if this was a mod. This may be a modded building. Also, this solar tower really jacks up the camera when you try to rotate around. Looks like we have a bunch of German signs and things around. Okay. Banhammer Bank. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know which mod it was included with, if it was. Yeah, I can't really see on here if it has an icon above it, but that's cool. Maybe we can get some more of these unique buildings in. A cinema. See all the latest blockbusters and hot indie movies from the silver screen. Where should we put the cinema? I definitely think that this kind of uptown area over here would be a great place for it. We have some high-density housing along the river here. They could use a cinema. I bet we could squeeze it in on this side of the road here. Can we do it and only destroy one building? It doesn't look like we can. Hello! How's it going, Matt? We started a little early tonight. I just saw your message, Craig. Is the electricity okay? It comes and goes. We have brownouts sometimes, but I think it's okay. We'll check our levels in just a moment. But our project for today, Matt, is beautification and leisure. So we're going to be placing unique buildings and parks around the town to see if we can clear up some of this orange in our leisure ratings. So we've just placed a cinema here. Cinemadrome. Memory of Tomorrow. What else is playing? Oh, it's just Memory of Tomorrow. When you built the small park, it loomed lime. A pole was. Oh, it looked like a pole was removed. Yeah, the park probably. That was over here, right? I think we did knock out a pole here, but I don't think that it was necessary anymore. Yeah, right here. Because the park will also carry electricity. Yeah. So it was originally required for here, but actually none of this is needed anymore. So if we clear this out, we can allow the buildings to spread a little bit better. Yeah, all this can be painted in now. Good call out, because I probably wouldn't have come back to it anytime soon. But yeah, now when the buildings level up, they could actually spread out a little bit. I think that's it, yeah. Awesome. Okay, what's this guy's issue right now? This one. Not enough buyers for products. That'll even out. I'm not too worried about that. As long as they're not yelling about the same thing, then it's just that one building temporarily. So let's go back to our leisure. Cinema did wonders over here. Now this little area, this little neighborhood here, it is low density residential. It was our first experiment with something that ended up working out better with Pancake Town because it's more spread out. The Hallmark store. So this area here needs some, probably parks, probably not unique buildings. We don't want to drive a bunch of traffic through this little neighborhood, but it doesn't have any parks. So this could probably do with like maybe the tennis court. Yeah, hey, good idea. The articulated buses. Actually, no, I did forget to go get those. Sorry about that. I will put that down on my notes to do that next time. In fact, let me write that down. Because I wanted to go do that in between. Articulated buses. So I will do that in between. Sorry about that. Yes, okay, so tennis courts. I think that while this up here probably could use some more as well, I think we'll try to squeeze it in down here first. In fact, let's see if we can just get it over where this one house is. Yeah, it'll be the next episode. Well, we're doing parks today anyway. Nice. Okay, so the tennis court did wonders. I keep saying that something did wonders, but it did. It did good things for down here. Let's take a look at it. Oh, it already comes with 2 people. Nice. So all these houses are leveling up now. You can see the arrows floating up off of them when they level up. They just needed a bit more leisure. As they level up, they'll be able to hold more people. Nice, okay. So I think we still need to put something up over here. There's the hearse picking up the body. I just saw it pull around, I think. Maybe. Yep. Want the Civ cut screen when you complete a wonder, but it's a tennis court, yes. Home. And it's someone like worshipping a racket. So this is also kind of on the river. Maybe we could do a little riverfront park. Let's see. Or plaza. These are high density residential. We need to improve our trash pickup a little bit. These guys are getting strangulated a little. Jet ski rental. Fishing tours. Marina. Restaurant pier. Beach volleyball court. This doesn't really have a beach though on this side. Riding stable and a skate park. Let's look at doing the restaurant pier. How would that look? Can we attach that on any of these? Building must be placed inside a park. Oh, okay. Or on a no, it said on a roadside. Inside a park or a roadside. I feel like we're on the road, except it's just a little too far away. So I bet if I... let's see. We could finagle this just a little bit. Let's say we take a little 2-lane road. Oh, we already have one right here. Let's pull this across. There we go. Now let's try. There we go. All the way out in the river. Very little could pass by here. But it is a restaurant on the river indeed. And it needs water. Just pull in the river water, you'll be fine. Electricity's good. Alright, now let's take a look and see what that did for leisure. Perfect. A little bit of brown over here. We'll come back to that. Trash got picked up, we're good. That might have just been because it was in the evening? Maybe. Could have been a little bit of traffic after rush hour, and it was difficult for the garbage trucks to get over here. Alright, so yeah, we definitely need to do parks and things over here. There's like no parks in this area, but I wanted to kind of clean some of this up first. So these are an industrial... This is specifically an industrial area. I'm thinking that what we can do here is we can extend this road just a bit and put a plaza in here. Might be a nice place to go have lunch. So we will take this road down to about right there. See if we can get like a plaza with picnic tables in here for them. Oh, that's a little deep. Okay, we can put it here. All right, let's see what that does for leisure here. Not a whole lot. It's kind of hard to increase leisure in industrial areas. I mean, we could do something else right across the street. The playground might be a little weird for a logging park. Park with trees, that's huge. What is this one? Oh, playground, botanical garden, dog park, tropical garden, 8x8 fountain. Public parking, and this is where we start getting into a lot of the parking lots. Hey, there's a drive-in theater. That might be kind of cool in a bit. Tranquility Park. How big's Tranquility Park? That's not big at all. Let's place a Tranquility Park here. What does that do for leisure? Wow, so much better. Of course, that was a modded park, so I wonder if it was buffed. You know what? I don't really mind. That's doing great things for the industrial area. Perfect. Almost perfect. We have a little bit up here. But that's by a super busy intersection that took forever to finagle, so I will consider that a success for now. Now we have this other industrial area over here. Maybe we just plop down another Tranquility Park, since these are so difficult otherwise to please. We have a spot right there. How's that gonna go? Will it reach all the way over here? Kind of. That's great. I don't think leisure is required for these to level up. Now they only have like the one level. But still. Keep people happy, man. Alright, then we have this bottom corner down here. What does this area look like? I have to keep jumping in and out of the overlay so we can kind of really see what's going on. We have a house that's leveling up to level 3 right now. We do have this nice riverfront area. This might be a good place for another actual park. So we may come back to this in just a moment, because it may already cure any problems we have over here if we place down another park zone here. Another riverfront area. Because Camelot Park's doing well over here. And then we have this area up here kind of near the traffic cluster. I bet if we just squeeze in something right in here. Not really a good place for a drive-in movie theater. Put a bit of road to put in the big park. How exactly? Oh, you mean like down here? Like, can you have people drive through the park? Sunken City Plaza. Well, that might be kind of neat. Yeah, you can have people drive through the park. If you want to charge people for your park, you don't want them to be able to just kind of walk in or drive in, so you have to put in a park gate. But if you want it to be free and just make people happy, then you can have all kinds of access to it. You could just like paint the park over a large part of your city, and they'll just be like, yay, I'm in a park, even if they're like near their house. So all of these are parking zones. I just kind of want to see what we have down here. Big parking for shoppers. Yeah, Oh, I see what you mean. Like, actually put a road down there to connect a ploppable part to it. I could do that. But I'm thinking I might actually zone a walkable part down there. Sunken walls. Okay. So what was the other... We could put a baseball part. Oh, that's huge, though. We could put it on this side. It would eat up 4 houses. I'm okay with this, though. Kind of looks like it would work over here. It's kind of on the outskirts of the neighborhood. I mean, you would think that ideally you would build your baseball park to face away from the street so that home runs don't go flying out into the neighborhood, but apparently they face the street when you build them. Let's see what leisure looks like now. Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this because, yeah, we'll zone this for a park later. Alright, so next up, let's take care of the mountaintop first. I think we'll do something similar to what we did with the other industry and put down those tiny Zen parks because I don't really see us squeezing much else in. Is that this one? That's Jokes Park, parking garage, drive-in theater, picnic park, Sunset Park, Tranquility Park. Okay, so let's just find squares that we can kind of put stuff down in here. See what changes blue. We have a lot of overlays on right now, so it might be a little difficult to see. Okay, so that took care of most of the middle. We can maybe find some space over on one of these sides. Maybe where these two are right here near the... That might also help us with a little bit of traffic right here next to this turnoff. Rotate... Oh, the baseball, yeah. We can't. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't be connected to the road anymore. It wouldn't behave properly, or it would, like, complain, essentially. I think we need to squeeze this in closer up here if we can. Oh, will it fit there? Yes! Okay, let's get our leisure view back up. Oh, nice, okay. So, mountaintop pretty much completely covered. And now, Pancake Town. We could put some pretty cool stuff down here. Let's look at our unique buildings again. I mean, well, this is a small neighborhood, so unique buildings might not be a perfect fit, but let's take a look. See if we can do something cool for Pancake Town. I'm already liking the look of a panda sanctuary in Pancake Town. Craig, is Jamie around? Ask him if he wants a panda sanctuary. Cheers. Oh yeah, so there's a parks expansion that lets you paint an area. What drink do you think it is, Craig? Always. Oh snap! Streamlabs has yelled at you for your language. I forgot that I even set that filter up. That's kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, I'm answering a bunch of questions at once. But, yes, so you can paint a big park area, and then you can put down things in the park that don't have to be snapped to pathways or to roads. So people actually walk through the park and visit them. In fact, I'll show you an example right now. If my auto moderator like mutes you, Craig, just text me and let me know. That'll be kind of funny, but still. So, Panda Park, nice. Yes, I will put it down and we'll check on it momentarily. Okay, so this right here is a place that I call Camelot Park. It is painted along the coast here and named such because the map came with these ruins. In order to drive people over here to walk around the castle, I put a restaurant behind it, and it came with a path back here, but I placed down all the pathways. It's actually really busy right now for 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. But yeah, you just draw paths through your park. You can snap things to the path if you want to, or you can put things a little bit away from the path, and people will still use it. I think that most of the things in this park are snapped to the path, but in a painted park area, it doesn't have to be right on the pathway. They'll walk off the pathway, and you can have nature parks with camping, and you can have zoos, and what are the other types? You can have city park, which is a very basic city park type. There's amusement park, zoo, nature reserve. Yeah, that's it. So technically, I think I made this just a regular city park type. Yeah, let's check on the stats of it, actually. It's fully leveled up. It's had 41,000 people visit it. And I'm not sure how many have visited it. Oh, in the last 10 minutes, 119 people have walked in. Yeah, and that was something that I was saying when I was actually building this park. I was thinking that it would be cool if there were some mods out there that actually have Ren Fair props, because I would totally make this park into a Ren Fair park. Where's the gate? You can also see... Yeah. I think it's more than 119 people. I don't know if that number's correct. Unless it's also ticking down from the people leaving, because a lot of people are coming in. But yeah, we'll do something similar to this over on the other coast. Maybe we'll do a nature reserve over here. That might be kind of cool. I don't really see this being an amusement park area, especially not with this like low density neighborhood back here. But yes, back over to Pancake Town, we were considering putting in a panda. That was a unique building. Panda Sanctuary. Oh my goodness, it is ginormous. But it would have to be, right? Yeah. It definitely helps, especially at nighttime. Okay, so there is noise, which will disturb people. So let's put the Panda Sanctuary just a little bit outside of Pancake Town up here. They'll still benefit from it. And you can kind of see the circle of noise around it. We'll put that just outside of that person's backyard right there. And we'll watch and see how they benefit from it here. We'll put some other parks in here as well. We disconnected power here. That might affect something. Maybe not. Maybe it's... Yeah, it's connected on both sides, maybe. The people. The ore, the fact that the Panda Sanctuary is just down the hill from ore mines, that might disturb the pandas. Let's see if I can... Oh man, they're doing somersaults. Can't get much closer than that without it like highlighting the entire thing and making it difficult to see. As we go into like... Let's see if we can go to free camera mode. Is it tab? There we go. We can zoom just a little bit more in. Oh, there's one on a... Oh! That's quite a bit more in. There's one on a swing over here. It's me. You can't, unfortunately, name the... I don't think you can name the pandas inside of a building. They're just like building animations. Right? Yeah, no, you can't name the individual pandas. If there was an animal walking around out, you know, in the wilderness, you could name it. So we don't need these anymore. What did that do for leisure? It actually didn't do very much for leisure, just this area up here. I like having a Panda Sanctuary though, that'll be kind of neat. We'll have a lot of people trying to drive over here on this side of town. We might need to upgrade this road. But, let's see what else we can do. Temple Complex. Oriental Pearl Tower. Yeah, they don't seem to like the pandas in their backyard. Tourism and leisure. Fantastic Fountain. A little grandiose for a... Most of these will be a little grandiose for a neighborhood like this, though. Media Broadcasting Building, Festival Area. The ones with the icons are ones that I've already built. And this is the closest thing you come to, like, completing the game, is building as many unique buildings as you can. Sea Fortress, I believe that's a prison. Oh no, it's a tourist. I guess it was once a fortress, and now it's a tourist destination. Expo Center, High Interest Tower, Ziggurat Garden, Central Park. Yeah, all of these are major. Yeah, these are modder packs. All of these are like major city upgrades. So let's go back down to the park level for the neighborhood here. Track and field. We could do some track and field over here, just outside on the left side. Let's see how track and field helps leisure. Build my own modded stuff. Yeah, some more neighborhood parks. Wow, honestly, like, between this panda building and the track and field, like, not a whole lot of entertainment. In fact, we could be looking at these numbers. Entertainment 100. Tennis is 125. Oh, like Camelot? Yeah. I could. We used up a lot of the land here, though, for Pancake Town. So I'm really thinking ploppables for this area, because there's not a whole lot of land left, unless we kind of like carve out this area here or come all the way over here. This wouldn't be a bad spot, but it would only really benefit this right-hand side of the town. And they do actually take a lot of time to make, or not a huge, I guess, amount of time, but maybe like a half hour or more. So when we make one, I think I'll just be making one today. Let's see here, small playground, that might be cool. Let's squeeze a playground in down here. Put it at the end of this road. How's that gonna do? Come on. See, that playground did so much more than the track and field. Park with trees, large playground, bouncy castle park, Japanese garden, dog park. Let's put a dog park in over here. Right there. Carousel park, tropical garden, fishing island. So what else did we have that was a possibility down this way? Picnic park, that'll be a good one too. Yeah, I know, they like dogs so much more. We'll put a picnic park back in here. In fact, we'll put it at the end of this road. Thermal spa. Sunset park. Wow, did that really do like nothing? Entertainment 30. Picnic park. You know what? No. Let's tear that out. I would rather have one of these tranquility parks, because it has an entertainment level of 250 and it's about the same size. Ice skating rink. Sunken City Plaza. Yeah, we looked through those already. Just want to see if we have anything else that would work well. These German plazas. Okay. Honestly, we just need something down here then. So we could do something else off the water, if it wouldn't be too much of the same. We did the fishing island already. So what else do we have that might be... Do we have something in unique buildings that was off in the water? What was it we were looking at when we were up in the north side of town? The fortress. Yeah, let's take a look. I guess it wouldn't be that weird. Though we will have tourists trying to drive through this little neighborhood, but you know what? They can come down the right-hand side over here. It won't be that bad. Where was the fortress? The fortress costs $100,000. We have enough money. Built offshore. I think it needs needs to be near a road, maybe? Let's, I mean, it was green, like it was going to be built, but I think for people to get to it, should give it a little road here. And then, yeah, put the fortress in. Let's see how this goes. They liked it. I mean, I think it might be cool to have a fortress in my backyard. What does this look like? It almost looks like it belongs over in Camelot Park, honestly. It's like a German flag and a French flag. Maybe. Let's get it water. Oh, we have our ships. Last time we built the seaport over here. And now we have cargo ships coming and going. Okay, so if you live here, if you live in this house, this is your view from your front yard. Or if you live here, and this is your patio, this is the view out the back of your house. I like it. What does it look like from the other side of the river? Oh, not really all that visible from over here. Not many lights or anything. Oh, hey! Psychic. It has floodlights. So, this is the view from the back of your house. I guess we can kind of go through here. That's pretty neat. Burned bean coffee. They have an air conditioner. The modeling in this game is pretty cool for stuff that you're not usually supposed to be able to really get in and see. I mean, it's not detailed enough to actually read these signs, but that's pretty cool. Wait, what was that? There's something on the wall. Can I go up? It's like cannons and everything. Nice. Okay. Back to our normal camera. Oh, we have some crime. Okay. What does that look like right now? Just this one house had an issue. Police are probably on their way. There they are. Nope. So they're patrolling, and they have to patrol past... I believe if it turns red, they'll go straight there. But otherwise, this means they haven't patrolled by there lately. But we're probably catching them... Nope. I was going to say we're probably catching them on their way there. I'm not going to build like a police station just for this house. Here we go. Nope. This is actually kind of hilarious. Are you gonna patrol up there? I really just want to see if his patrol brings him up there, because now we have an emergency at this house. And they will move out, which I really don't care about one house moving out. Hey, there we go. There's another speeding cop car. Are you on your way to an emergency? You coming? This police officer was already up there, so I don't know. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, so a police officer drove by and it's fine now. What a kind of a false alarm for the mayor to be dealing with. What started this? A fire burned from all the way over here. Probably over the course of the time that we've been playing. Something up here probably caught on fire, yep. Burned all of the trees like a fuse. All the way down and around the mountain. They'll grow back, but there's no, you know what, we can afford it now. I was gonna say there's no real fire service, but I believe they grow back. We had a fire up here, a really bad fire up here a few episodes ago, yeah, and these trees grew back. So if the map has trees there, they will grow back. I think you can speed it up by maybe tearing them down, or maybe that would do the opposite and they won't grow back. But what we actually need is something that came with the disaster pack, the natural disasters pack, which is helicopter firefighters, I believe. Fire helicopter depot. And we have so many fires on this mountain that we should probably just put one down here on the road somewhere and have fire helicopters be able to take off and put out burning trees. In fact, yeah, it would be terrible if like that fire had spread in this direction, because it would just burn all of these trees. So yeah, let's kind of put it. I don't know how often they would even need to leave, so we can maybe even put it over here in this area across from our train station, because I don't think it's going to generate very much traffic. The helicopters will take off in the air, which means we don't need this anymore. Those we still need. Let's pause. And we can become them for a moment and see where they're headed. This could just be what they do when there's no fire. Maybe they go up and down. I've never actually built one of these before. I just knew that they existed. Okay. You exist. Not operating. Helicopters in use 1 out of 3. I think it just says not operating because there isn't something for it to put out right now. Or is there? Is there still a fire here? Oh, we're still paused. Oh. The helicopter has disappeared. We could probably use one then. I wonder what its range is like. Is this even close enough? 0 out of 3 in use. I don't know if the fire has to start before it'll take off. Like maybe it has to spread and be registered as like, yeah, see, like that tree just caught on fire. So maybe that's a new fire? I don't know. How can I call for emergency services? We have disaster awareness and stuff like that, but do you need to have radios? Let me actually check. Fire Helicopter Depot houses firefighting helicopters. The firefighting helicopters can reach fires with no road access and avoid traffic jams. Helicopters are the only way to extinguish forest fires, but they need firewatch towers to get notified. Fire helicopters don't have a range, but help out the fire brigade when needed. So we need firewatch towers, which we can place. They don't have to be on the road. So we could put some, like, just kind of around. What's the range on these? Oh, they have a huge range. So we'll just put one on either side of this hill over here. So that one reaches over there. They don't seem to need electricity, do they? Yeah, it didn't seem to. I'm going to put one out here. Oh, there's a helicopter. He's going somewhere. 2 of them. Oh, they're getting water from the river. Let's turn off this view. Oh, the fire is definitely still spreading over there. They're not super fast, but it's still better than not having anything to put them out. Let's see how this goes. This is just gonna be 1 tree at a time. I mean, I guess it's alright. You know, I turned weather off in the options, and that actually affects whether or not the trees go out. If you have rain on, the rain will put it out. But I turned the rain off in order to improve the quality of the stream. The fire tower burns down. It might. How fireproof is it? In fact, you can kind of see. It's purple. It's not blue or orange. So they seem to take a while, but, you know, like I was saying, it's better than nothing. Whatever this song is that's playing sounds like the kind of background music you would have in a fire rescue game in, like, the 90s. It's kind of neat. I'll let them do their thing. I mean, we obviously missed all of this. Or at least up through here. Did they grow back already? Yeah, I think they're growing back already. You can kind of see where they stop here. Some of these are burnt, some of them are growing back. Cool, cool. If we see any other areas that are prone to fire, we'll put down some more fire towers. But really, it was just this area, and the ore industry tends to have more fires. You know, we could probably use a couple over here now that I think about it. This is literally though it's packed with roads and fire departments can get there pretty easily. I think we should maybe put one will cover this entire area, so we'll just kind of put it back here in the woods. Then if there happens to be a fire over here in the wood cutting area, then helicopters can make their way over there maybe and help out. In fact, there's a city fire right now. I hear sirens. Somebody on the way? There they are. Pedestrians do not care. They've got places to be. Okay, back to leisure. So, we didn't get everything up here or right here. What's in this area? So this is high density residential, and these roads come down in dead end with pathways that go across for people to work. So there's definitely some room for parks back here. And these are high density, so this is probably some good places for things like fountains. Let's see. Sunken City Plaza might be kind of cool. How big is that? Not very big. Entertainment 100. Let's put one over here and see what it looks like. See how that helps out. It's pretty good. And then, okay, so it's like steps down to a little gazebo. Pretty cool looking. And we have the pedestrian path over here across the street. So people may visit this area. And I'm okay with gray. We just don't want orange. So this area over here could probably use a little pick-me-up. It's the Tranquility Park, the Sunset Park. Picnic Park was not great. There's some parking lots with, like, maximum leisure. I actually haven't checked on transit yet, so we'll take a look in just a moment. Drive-in theater would be cool, but I don't think right here on the water. Actually, you know what? Maybe it would be cool, overlooking the river, because it looks like you can build it here. Can I squeeze it in? There we go. How's that gonna look? Where's the screen? Is it literally just a parking lot? No, it said theater. You know what, though? I don't know if we have all the resources, if this is a modded pack. No, it just says corner parking. I don't know. Corner park. Okay, we didn't click on the right thing. Drive-in theater is bigger than I thought. So it will not fit over here. Okay, let's put our offices back in and pick something else. 8x8 fountain? No, too big. Tropical garden. Yeah, tropical garden will fit in here. There we go, that's pretty cool by the river. Let's get it from the street side. Nice. And what does our leisure look like here? Tropical garden didn't do a whole lot, did it? It's got an entertainment of 70. You'd think it would do more for this. Let's put in one of our cheeky tranquility parks kind of over to the side, because we know how effective those are. Yeah, we'll just put a tranquility park over here where we have some space and it'll just eat all this up. I mean, if we really wanted to be cheap about it, we could put tranquility parks everywhere, because they're 200, I think is what it was, or 250 or something in leisure. But, you know, I want to have some variation in our city. There's another fire over here. Transit. How is transit doing? So, buses are transporting 502 people every 10 minutes. The individual lines, green and orange. Green is the line taking people up by the university. You can kind of see it over here to the right. It's taking 204 people every 10 minutes, and the orange line is the one that connects the north side of town down here to the tram station. It's taking also about 200. Yellow and red still not super busy. Oh man, we got more fires. At least these are on the road. But these are the kind of fires that started the big chain of fires down the side of the hill in the first place. Yes, well, or rather, they were all connecting like north to south. The yellow and red routes were. Alright, let's take a look at leisure here. We covered this whole area. This all turned out blue. So now we really only have some grays up in here, which I'm fine with. Actually, now this is getting a little orange. Let's get something over here. Let's get one more park in here. What have we not done that looks cool? We haven't done a bouncy castle park. What is that, though? Entertainment 125. Can't argue with that. Yeah, man. That's all they needed was a bouncy castle. Is that elephants? Oh man, there's a mascot and everything. Alright. I mean, he's begging for people to come and visit. There's actually no one in this bouncy castle, even though it's bouncing on its own. Alright, so I think we could go ahead and do a park down here. So what I'm thinking is, we'll have a small road come off, kind of like you were talking about, Craig, and that'll be like a main gate. But we really need to decide then what kind of park we actually want to have down here. We've already done the city park, so I kind of want to do something different. It might be a weird place for an amusement park, but we could do zoo. We could do nature park, nature reserve. It's down south of Portis Villa. There's a fishing dock over here. All this electrical generation, all the turbines for electrical generation are just across the water over here. Yeah, I still think nature reserve's probably good. There's a lot of trees and stuff, and we could do like camping and stuff down by the river over here. So yeah, so what we'll do then... Do I want to use all this space too? I think I do. So then what we can do is take this intersection. This is kind of a little too close for these intersections to be, so I don't really like that, but it's already there. So here's what we'll do. Take a little 2-lane road down off of here. We'll eat into those buildings just a little bit. They're not happy to have a road in their backyard. Let's paint the district for the park. So we're gonna have this area here, down over here. Let's make sure we get the whole coast for as far as we want to come over. I mean, we'll probably come over here too. Okay. And then all behind these houses. Aspen Meadows. If you think of a better name for a nature reserve, let me know and we'll rename it. But what we'll do here then from this road... Actually, we will continue it just a little bit. Because what we'll want to do is a main gate and a parking lot. Honestly, we'll just do that. Let's put the parking lot in. By 2. We have a bunch down here. 6 by 4. 3 by 8. Long. What do we use by our other park? Let's go check that out. Put a parking lot in over here. I don't really like that square one. We could do something better. Five by 6. Let's see what this looks like. They really like having parking lots nearby. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got a hedge wall around it. Bunch of parking. Okay. Counts as a park. And we may put another one in here. We'll leave some space for it if we need it. And next, we'll go over to Nature Reserve. And we will put in a main gate. We'll put it all the way down here. Mykonos Park. You'll have to refresh my memory what Mykonos is. So, we have unlocked level 1 items for our park, Nature Reserve side gate, which we can put on the back of the park if we want to, tents, campfire sites. So now that we have a main gate, people will walk and make their way down here. Mykonos. Sounds Greek. Sounds like a yogurt. The pathways are the main parts of our park. So we'll be using these Nature Reserve Parks trails with lights. They're a little bit more expensive, but people like them more. And we can pick this windy option here. It's in Greece. Oh, so it's like a park near Portus Villa. Portus Villa was our automatically generated city name, so I like Mykonos. Let's rename it then. Aspen National Park to Mykonos. I almost want to put M-E-E, like you've spelled it phonetically. Mykonos. Okay, so we'll do some walking paths by the river. Actually, we'll kind of curve it in and then back out like that. Kind of up and around. around and maybe have it stop back over here. So that'll be our first path, and we'll kind of place decorations along it, but then we'll have it kind of come out this way, up and over. If you build your path too close to the water, it will flatten out the land for you anyway, like that. We don't want to do too much of that though. It's kind of neat to have the beach-ish area, even though it doesn't have sand. That, and we want to have some camping, so we'll come up through the trees here. Come up and around. We actually made this pretty big. Parks don't have to be this large, but that's just more room for cool stuff. So we came all the way over here with the parks. Maybe we can actually have like another split here. We'll let this keep going, and then we'll put like another fork onto it. But let's just make a path that comes all the way back in here, and then from here, here. Let's kind of make something that comes up and around. Maybe connects back over here. So yeah, people in this park will be walking like all up behind these guys' houses. But actually, we have another option too with parks, and that is that we can put in decorative fencing. Kind of keep people out. So we can start that here and come all the way across. So over here. And then up to our main gate. Keeps people out of the nature reserve. We can do the same thing over here. We can just kind of bring it down. It's really just decorative though. Pedestrians won't walk past this. Just kind of bring it down to the water. Honestly, if you lived here, you could just go walk around it or climb over it. It looks like it's just a wooden fence. Neat decoration, though. We'll put some over on this side, too. Technically, the parking lot, we don't want that to be in the park. So we'll take this chunk out right here. Can't have people like accidentally visiting the park. We want to actually make money off of it. And again, you don't have to make money off your park, but people will be much more inclined to actually enter through the main gate if they're not accidentally visiting by just standing in the park zone somewhere else. And then we can go back and place our fencing along the road here. Actually, let's bring it in and across here, because we may put more parking lots in like we talked about earlier. We'll kind of come across here. Let's anarchy that in. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do this. We'll just come up behind their houses here. Can I get this straight across? Straight across, please. Straight across. No. Wants to snap the angles. Let's turn off snapping to angles. Come on. There we go. We'll just kind of manually pop that in. Turn it back on. Then we'll just bring this all the way down to here. Maybe a little bit further if it will. We'll anarchy. Can we anarchy? Considers that water, so we can't even anarchy build that. Okay. Good enough. So now we can actually decorate our park. I don't think anyone's visiting yet, because we have nothing drawing attention over here. Let's see what kind of decorations we can put in. We did unlock campsites and tents, and that's pretty much it so far. There's a lot of stuff you can get, and there's a lot of other decorations that we can put along the way, but the things that actually draw people in are these initial buildings here. So let's see. Campfire sites. Let's put down a few of these at various points along the road. They may want to camp up in here. Maybe not too close to the entrance. Put one back over here. We can kind of rotate them. We don't have to put them right on the road. We can actually we can dot them in the trees and they can actually camp in these areas. I believe. Let me see. They're acting like they're not close enough. I guess they have to still be closer to the path, maybe? Is it acting like it's on fire? That was weird. Oh no, it's the campfire itself. Path or road access required. Okay. Most park items don't have to be on a road. Let's just delete these for now. They're sad to be deleted. So I guess the campfires we do need to put on a road. Okay, so we'll just put them here. 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 And here. And then next we have other types of campfires, so we can kind of dot them in other places. Not a whole lot going on up here, so we'll probably save this for other unique, not very camp-looking spots. Now these tents, surely you don't have to put the tents near the road. Or do you? That's very strange. It's not supposed to be this way. It's because I had Anarchy on? No. Does Anarchy building just let you clip through occupied zones? Yeah, it's a mod that you can really mess stuff up too if you're not careful, but yeah, it essentially lets you clip. It is good for getting roads really up close to things that you can't normally get them up close to, and also props. But if you Anarchy paths and roads too much, you end up really messing up the pathfinding, and people will go way off-road. In fact, if you look at the clip on my channel from last week, we followed a VW bug as it drove across the plains and over the river. Just because at some point I had like wiggled a road and moved it Anarchy. But otherwise, you know, it really lets you fine-tune everything. The pros definitely outweigh the cons, because that glitch doesn't come up very often. It looks like we do have to put the tents right off the road, though, which again, I think is kind of weird. Because one of the main benefits to the parks expansion was that you could place things not necessarily right on the road. Yeah. I think Matt clipped that for me. So we'll just put a variation of some tents in here along the road for now. Yeah, Matt. I think you were the one that clipped the VW bug last week, right? Driving over the river. Yeah. Alright, so we've got some benches, we've got some signs. Let's put some signage in. Kind of like the idea of signs at, like, maybe some crossroads, as if they're giving directions. Zoom in a little bit, a little easier for you to see. Put a sign in over here. Oh, we already have some people biking through our park. That's pretty cool. And let's get some signs here near the entrance. Oh, hey, look! We are already popular. So we have some picnic tables, nature reserve table set, ground tiles, firewood rack. Firewood racks would be kind of cool for near some of these campfire. Are these like is this a new thing, or they're like responsible areas in nature reserves for campfires in order to prevent wildfires from people making their own campfires on their near their tents? Let's see, we've got lots of little props like folding chairs, kayaks, floating kayak, that's pretty cool. Outhouses. Does the outhouse actually function? Small outdoor toilet. public binoculars, the well. Bringing in outside firewood. Yeah. I guess we have our own supply. So, I don't know that we'll spend this entire episode going around and plopping down all of the little tiny props. I mean, I don't know if you guys would enjoy that very much. I mean, I guess, you know, for me it could get kind of tedious to watch, but I could definitely see myself doing this in maybe some off-screen time and then coming back and giving a tour of it later. Oh, invasive beetles. I hadn't really thought about that before. Maybe down here there's some kayaking. Maybe put down a... we don't really have a little building. Maybe put down the outhouse as if it's a building near the kayaks. Put down a floating one. Maybe move this one closer to the water. Non-floating kayak, I guess just on the land. But this one has the ability to be plopped on the water, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of bobbing up and down, it looks like, maybe. But it kind of looked like it was going to let me put it down on the grass, so I'm wondering if it would just still be bobbing up and down on the grass. A bunch of kayaks, like it's a kayak rental outhouse. Let's see. Cannot build on water. Oh, that's interesting. So I can't build that close to the water, but the move it tool let me move them over there. So let's just plop down a few of them. Oh, they changed color. And then we can use the move it tool to kind of drag them in. So let's say this is, yeah, like a rental place. Are they in the ground though? Did I get too close? Yeah, they're clipping through a little bit. Let's kind of do this. We click on them. Do a little page up. Oh no, we can't do that with the... There we go, that might look a little bit better. I'm probably not going to be that close to them anyway. And then, we can do a few more floating ones maybe. There we go. Kayak rental. It's kind of barren over here, so a few more decorations. I think it'll look good. We can also put down some trees and some other park objects as well. Public binoculars. Which direction would you want to look if you were over here? There are definitely some interesting things to look at, but probably in this direction towards the bridge, right? See, these are the kind of props you could just kind of put way off here. Is that facing the right direction? Yes. And then people should walk all the way out here to interact with them. So we could put, like, some chairs. Like another outhouse. What are these floor tiles? I mean, that's kind of neat. You can even do a path from over here. Just kind of coming over in this direction. Like that. Still seems kind of sparse. We'll leave some though, because we definitely will unlock more. We're already getting quite a few visitors, and what'll happen is over time we'll unlock all of these other buildings that can be placed in here. So we could maybe put some more paths here in the middle and plop in some more buildings. So we'll just kind of let this go for now. I filled in quite a few of the little campsites, but if we look, looks like some of them are already being utilized. This camera's a little tough to control. One sec. Let's see. Get down here, down a little bit more, and then forward. There we go. She brought her suitcase to camp, and now she's gone. And let's see. Do we have anybody else? Yeah, another businesswoman. Just she's got a purse, not a suitcase. It's just a lot of ladies with bags in the wildlife reserve. I mean, that's cool. If that's how you go camping, that's cool. Looks like a lot of like older couples too. He has become one with the picnic table. When you start getting this close, it gets a little clippy, but still kind of cool to see people interacting. She brought her dog. Oh, it went all the way back to where we started, the first-person view. Yeah, I know, like, it uses the same fire effect as, like, a forest fire, so the glow is... Yeah, I don't know if you'd want to set that close to that blaze. And then, like, the one in, like, the covered building, it just looks like the whole building is on fire. I guess that's just how you do. We can actually take a look and see how this park's doing. Still level 1. We're charging $10. It's making more income than the upkeep is costing. It's definitely already provided enough entertainment to level up again, and now we're just waiting for more people to visit because 273 people have visited out of 500, and then it will level up. Attractiveness 600. So the leisure for this little corner here has got to be fine now. Oh yeah, we're maxed out. This is probably affecting this entire area now. It is 11:26 a.m. on a Wednesday. Lots of people visiting the park. Cool. We actually took care of leisure a lot faster than I thought we would. We'll keep coming back to that park as it levels up. We'll stop what we're doing and go plop down some buildings every once in a while. Let's take a look and see if our city needs any upkeep. We got a little bit of traffic here. This is actually the first time we've had much traffic getting onto this circle. They seem to be stopping here. So let's just do some checkups here. Yeah, you definitely need to be able to pull through onto the circle. That'll probably resolve this issue. They have to slowly come around this bend here. I'm still kind of proud of how this turned out because the tram comes straight up from underground here. Let's watch this intersection for just a moment, see if this clears up. Okay, I think we're good. Are they waiting to merge? They are. Okay, that kind of ended up backing up through here. They all want to be in this one particular lane to get on. We could make a bypass. It is kind of a lame way to do it, but we've done it before. Where we just give them an on-ramp, and it's not very balanced. Because so far I believe that everybody has like one path on, one path off of this highway. We have so many people that are apparently trying to get over because they want to be on the right-hand lane here because it means that they want to get onto this circle. So they either want to go east or west on the interstate here. We could just do a lane right here that just cuts straight over and gets on going this way, and like I think it would eliminate half of the people, half the traffic. It would add to the crazy-looking spaghetti right here, but logistically I think it would work. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's try it. Why not? Let's just connect it here to this on-ramp. And just see how much pressure that relieves right away. Ooh, it made a nasty-looking intersection here. I guess it's not that bad. People are still visiting this unique arch building here, though that car did just kind of drive across. Let's make sure that this is working correctly. Let's watch for the next person getting on here, because we don't want... Oh, we also don't want traffic lights. We don't want people driving across the dirt, and I believe I saw someone do that. Could have been a rogue car, though. Talked about that a little bit before, but rogue traffic is part of the traffic manager mod that does allow for certain cars to behave erratically and try to speed around people, and adds a more realistic bit to the rush hour traffic. Into this intersection, I believe... Yeah. Nope. I was going to say I believe they can, but you were correct. We still needed to set that. It actually isn't normally an issue if there's only one turnoff like this. They had the stoplights there for a moment. So it looks like whether it was the change that we made up here, gradually relieving this area, or the little bypass that we put on, it looks good now. Let's look around for some more traffic just to see. So we've got red here. Okay, we definitely have this middle lane backing up in this direction. What's going on down here? They're slowly getting on here. They are not stopping, though. There's just a lot of them. So maybe we can increase the speed limit. It's currently 100, so we can tell them then go 130. I do believe that is kilometers an hour. It may help, it may not. Let's find out. Can I drag it? I can. You just have to be both close enough and holding click. There we go. Each segment here. Switching to 130 kilometers an hour all the way back to here. Let's do it on the other side as well. I think I can click and drag through here. This interface could be a little bit better, but it's a mod. What are you going to do? Okay, so that whole stretch is allowed to go a little bit faster. They're all getting on one lane here, because they're all going that way. Like, just about everybody is making their way up to the train station. I guess I might as well let them go fast here, too. Man, the kick drum in this song is intense. Alright, let's go ahead and make the roundabout 130 as well. It's not two lane, that's weird. Sure, you can speed off the exit as well. I mean, they're getting a little backed up here getting up to the circle, but... Okay, that's all the way around. It's enough of that. I'm squinting. Okay, so they are getting more backed up here than I thought they were. This was an issue when we built this side. What did we end up doing with the lanes over here? We don't currently have any lane special settings on here anymore. I thought we did, though. Did we undo it? I don't know. Now it's flowing, so somebody tied up all of traffic. Autosave. Somebody tied up all the traffic just trying to get over. Okay, so when we do have quite a few cars getting on right here, that's what slows down traffic on this side. I don't think there's much we can do for this right now. I think it is flowing. It's just got situations where it does go... a little slower. But I don't see any cars popping out of existence, which means they're not waiting way, way too long. I'm good. I don't want to stare at this for forever. I think we're fine. This area is doing well. Our trains are coming and going. Oh, hey. Okay. Mykonos has leveled up. We have tent camping site. Those are pretty cool. And viewing decks, which can be over the river. Let's go pop some of those in real quick. Mykonos National Park. Level 2. Tent camping site. An area cleared for campers. So let's kind of put one of these up along here. In fact, let's put a couple of them. One on this side, one on this side. It comes complete with its own trees, so it won't look as barren. Then we have viewing decks. So viewing deck can be, kind of have that over here, kind of near-ish to the canoes. Let's see what this looks like without this overlay on. Okay, yeah, so it's just kind of like on the water. They will walk out here, but if we want it to look nice, then we can kind of bring the path over to it as well. Though, didn't really interact very well with the water. Let's see, let me use the move it tool. Move this over. Let's do our path one more time. Let's just do a straight path here. Out just a little bit. Then we'll take our move it tool back over here. There is. Do you think that would be more appropriate for this path right here? Because this first path right here is just the exact same path except without the poles, and we can run it here instead. Like so. Let's kind of get in a little closer here. See what this looks like. So they'll walk down this path and step up onto that. It's a little high, isn't it? We can lower it some. Let's use the move it tool, click on it, kind of get over here where we can see that big step, and we can use page down to kind of lower it. There we go. And they should walk over to it from the path. Even without the path, honestly, they should walk freely around the park if they want to. They stick to the path if there's nothing else. But here's our new little campground areas. We should see some people interact with this before too long. Let's kind of go over to this other side over here. Woo. Yeah. Nice. What else do we unlock? We have this observation deck, and I think we unlocked another kind of observation deck. Is it a longer one? Viewing deck? I think it's a longer one. If we were to, say, snap this to this path on this side, what does that look like? It's probably much more, yeah, good to go. So this is like a more modern viewing deck with binoculars. They can just walk, they can walk right up on the stairs here. Cool. Nice. What does the level look like already? We need 2,500 visitors, so it may be a little while before we get to level 3. That being said, we're making $12 in income off of the park, still covering our expenses. Newfangled stairs. Back in my day, we had mud pits and we liked it. I have to do something about this. I didn't want to spend too long on traffic today, but we can't let it get all backed up like this. So they are making their way over here. The whole purpose of the traffic circle is to let them get over here. We could do a highway offshoot, because this is an exit, but is the curve slowing them down? Not really. They're kind of slowing down right here to get over. Does this act like an intersection? Why are they not going under? That's a good point. Let's watch and see if they're actually just crossing here. I don't know. I don't think there are very many that need to go across. I think that... Let's watch this guy. He's a forest truck, so he's going to be going down this way, I'm sure, to go back down to the forestry area, but... yeah. I just think there's not much of a demand for the cross traffic here. That is a good point, though. They could come across here and just turn left. This allows for a left turn onto this on-ramp, which wouldn't be ideal if there was much traffic, but there's not a lot of traffic. But honestly, if they want to get to the circle from over here, they could do that. So I wonder if we could solve our traffic problem by just omitting that option. Then they have to come down here. And again, it's not ideal to have them turn across the traffic like that, but I don't think it's going to cause that much of an issue here. Let's make sure that they have the option to pull into this intersection. They do, from every direction. I think that'll really solve our problem up here, because honestly, that was the only thing slowing down people here, was merging. Bit of a slowdown here getting off. I bet this could be angled better. Kind of like that, I'm thinking. There we go. Kind of flow a little bit better. Yeah, we made this bypass here just for that same purpose, to keep them from going up into the circle, but this is redundant down here. Also, now that I look at it, this is super weird and steep and sideways, so let's pull this down. Ooh, no. You've got to come over. There we go. Oh, but we don't want them slowing down to turn. Can get really, like, in the weeds, but rip the Cobra. He's just got like a special wing now. We've deformed him in every direction. How's this look? They're still merging here awkwardly. Did we set up lanes here? We did. We did tell them they had to get in one of these two lanes. I mean, this lane could merge in the middle here. We told them they have to get over, which is the right thing to do. Maybe the angle of this is also affecting it. We don't want it to glitch. But yeah, the more of a closed angle that you can give it, the more the easier they will flow onto the highway, and that actually seems to be much better already. Even though how the roads are laid out here does not look great. We'll probably clean this up a little bit. Kind of pull these in. going pretty well. Alright, you guys. Is this gonna solve your problem? Let's find out. It's looking promising. No, we got another slowdown up here. Come on, guys, you can do it. You all want to be in the same lane. I mean, we widened this one by 2 lanes, but that was just for people getting off right here. Could maybe do that here. Or are they merging to 1 lane so early? I mean, it's trying to be intelligent. It's the, you know, they have forethought for like the lane that they're going to want to be in way down the road, but this lane to here, this lane to here. I bet if I tell these 2 lanes to have different purposes at the end here, people will use 2 lanes here. That might help. And then if I tell them here, this lane to here, this lane to here, these lanes have to go across. They'll merge prior to this, but they'll get in the appropriate lane. Yeah, like those trucks. So anyone using the second lane here, like that green truck, that yellow dump truck, every one of those is helping a little bit. Oh, but then they're merging across right here some. Nice, that's not terrible. They're slowing down a little bit to get off here, so we can soften that turn some. And just for aesthetic purposes, we can probably pull this down some more just to make it so it doesn't have weird little elbows in it. Oh, we got helicopters. Headed to a fire over there. Alright, how are you guys doing? Not great. Why are you slowing down so much right here? I mean, it's that accordion of traffic. So 130. It's got changed back to 100 when I... I almost wish I could just, like, blanket the entire city. I'm really just treating this side. I don't even know what these correspond to. What is this? Oh well. Also, what is this? I think that mod's a little glitchy. Electricity can only travel 100 kilometers an hour between those 2 poles. So again, I still think 2 lanes is promising, but now they're just merging back here. So let's... What is this one? What is this? This is a road that doesn't exist. See, when you use the Move It tool to move lanes around and stuff, it does get kind of glitchy. You know what, maybe. I don't remember having underground here, but that is not a bad theory, Matt. Let's page down. Oh, okay. We were mousing over the subway, so that's why there was speed limit things underneath the electric poles. We were telling the subway how fast it can go down here. I almost forgot that we crossed this area with the subway. Keen eye, Matt. Thank you. This is looking okay. I wonder if now that it's not clogged, if it'll be good to go. Yeah. Set it and forget it. I think we're good now. This looks much better. Camper. Okay. The campers are tourists, so I wonder what our tourism looks like. We haven't done a whole lot for tourism other than our unique buildings. You know what? I guess we have a lot. Oh, parks help with tourism as well. City attractiveness, 45%. Could be better. We have a lot of low-wealth tourists coming to our city. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I guess they'll spend less money, but kind of cool that our city caters to people on a budget. And pandas. Tourists in the last 10 minutes, 2. Both of my tourists are here, visiting the pandas. We have a lot more people just visiting in general. Just visitors, 4. That looks like more than 6 people to me. I'm not 100% sure that all of these are alive. Oh, hey. We have a rock climbing moose. Quick, what's the moose's name? He's eating. You better hurry. Bullwinkle. I have no idea where they go after a while. I think they disappear. Is that a bear? Wait, let's pause. Can I select it? I can't select him. Yes, it's a bear. We'll name him Rocky because I don't think we have any squirrels. Man, there's a wolf. There's all kinds of animals just right over here in this one little area just outside of the panda enclosure. Wile E. Wolf. Greywind? Alright, fine. We'll name him Greywind. I don't know if we'll ever see them again. Like, I always try to click on the animals just to see if it's a named one, but then it's just moose again the next time I find it. They seem to like climbing this hill. This is where I saw the moose last time. I think it was like right over here, and he crossed the road, and he was over in this area. It's definitely more of a Canadian map, I guess, with the wildlife here. But the last map that I was playing on, you would run across like gorillas and cheetahs and all kinds of stuff. It was just kind of disconcerting to build like a playground and have like a cheetah walking through it. A coyote in your transit exchange. Yeah, I feel like if they actually introduce traffic accidents, they're going to need to introduce something along the lines of like roadkill at some point. Okay, so here we have what we were talking about. They're crossing the road here. I think a lot of these trucks... No. Some of them want to get over here. Let's say... I have an idea for an improvement for this. Okay, so let's widen this out just a little bit. Let's say this can be the same kind of 2-lane as this. Right here, and then what we'll allow with our lanes is this goes up here, this goes down here, but more importantly, if you turn left from here, you have to turn into here. You can go straight though. If you go across here, you have to go to here, or you can turn left, or you can turn here. You can go in either of these directions from here. If you come from here, you need to go here. I think that might help just a little bit. We're still going to be blocking people that want to come straight across, but while people are turning, if the next person wants to go left, then this will be available to them. That'll help some. I don't know what we're going to do about this kind of intersection over here. I mean, this is almost a traffic circle. We already have a traffic circle right here. It's almost unnecessary. I kind of feel like putting another traffic circle right here to kind of solve for this weird little, like, downhill. We built this because there was a lot of traffic building up here just trying to get up the hill. Do we want to allow trucks? Well, we already do kind of allow trucks to kind of come back through here. What am I thinking? Intersection formerly known as Prince. Yeah, do like 2 and then like an offshoot arrow. I'm thinking we might get creative here. Let me see what this looks like. If we take this road straight under this hill, we make a tunnel to this side and allow people to go either direction from here. No, you know what? It'd be best to just connect it over here. I'm telling you, Craig, Streamlabs is getting onto you tonight. I'll figure that out later. I probably just need to tell it to ease up on the language filter. So this right here, we may have had anarchy on. I'm okay with this coming out of the hill, but we need to fix this. So let's come back up. Here we go. Pause for a moment. Tear that out. Just go ahead and tear that out. This type of road connect to the intersection here. This type of road connect. Slope too steep. Nah, you can come in. You're good. That is a little high. Let's unpause. Let's grab that node, if we can get to it. Should be right. Can I page down? Let's see. There we go. And then I can use page down to move it down. So the weird slope will happen hidden in the hill. And they'll just kind of come out straight. Let's watch for cars. I saw somebody come out already. Yeah, there we go. So this bypass will let more trucks come across here. Some might try to come down here and turn. I guess that's fine. But this bypass here will let more traffic from over here flow underneath it. Won't have to come all the way down to here and around. If I didn't really explain that before, but that's the goal. How much should we spend on that? Not too much. We're still sitting at $1.5 million. I haven't really been watching our money because we're doing all right. And it did not add traffic lights here, so we're still good. It's flowing. People don't wreck into each other. I'm looking forward to the new expansion that's coming out in a week or two. I don't think we'll have it by the next episode. I say episode, but I need to get used to saying session since I'm playing live. I don't think we'll have it by the next week, but I think it's during the middle of next week. There's a new expansion for campus that comes out that really kind of overhauls the university side of the education system, and I think that'll be really cool. We can actually probably do something with our little university area over here. Maybe we can just tear this up and make a much cooler university campus with this land that we have over here. So we'll save all this. But yeah, every single car coming through here is one less one being pumped into this intersection. What's up with these guys? Trying to turn left. I think a circle might still help right here. How would we do it? Well, I think we would replace this 2-lane with another 4-lane like this one. We just have a circle here. We may not even need this road if we do it right. Alright, let's take this type of road. Control O. I'm thinking right here, maybe that smaller circle there. It did not choose the same type that I thought it would, but that's fine. We can pick it again and upgrade them. Circle with park. Circle with grass. Oh, we could put a park in the middle, yeah. I think those parks can actually be placed in the middle, so we'll do that. This hill is something crazy, so let's fix that. No, it just still wants to... Okay, let's see. We will take... It's going to be a little messy looking for a second. We'll take this node and these, let's see, these several nodes. There we go, hold shift. We'll use page up to kind of put them on a hill. But not too steep. We'll share the steepness. Kind of put it on a grade. Let's look on this side. Looks better. So we kind of made our own little wobbly hill here. And then we can also take this intersection and kind of bring it down. I think it'll be okay. And then we need to restore power. Good thing we have time paused. Yeah, we disconnected this here, so let's bring this into the middle and then connect it back over here. Unpause. You're all good. We have some traffic lights in here to get rid of. Especially with these two intersections right next to each other. I may redo this, because we don't want two intersections next to each other like this. Get rid of these traffic lights all the way around here. Okay. What's with this electricity? Where's that going? Oh, that was connecting this to the main grid. Well, we could use that. That would be handy. So actually, while I'm looking at it then, because we were just talking about putting something in the circle, let's tear these out. And just anarchy place that. There we go. It's not too low, right? It's below regulation, but you'll be fine. Oh, I didn't see this. Okay, let's use the move it tool. Grab that, page up. Raise that up. Okay, but again, we're gonna redo this. So let's say pause. Take you out. Take you out. I almost don't want to connect it right here, but we can. Or can we? Let's tear it up back through here. Bring it down at a different slope. I don't want to create another intersection right here, really. Or do I? You know, that might be the easiest thing for right now. Let's pick the same kind of road, and then just come straight down the hill to here. That is much steeper when I anarchied that in, so let's raise these up. Remind me what a switchback is? Might be way too steep. These floating dump trucks. Zigzag. Yeah. Yeah, because that looks unrealistic. So this comes through here. So let's see, we can take it over here, page down, bring it out just a little. Maybe that won't be too bad. Little steep still. Let's move this back. Oh well, it did a thing. Let's, there we go, that's how that's supposed to look. And this end here can be a little lower, just a little. If we do this from overhead, I think it'll turn out better. Come over some. This way, ish, down, over, down, and connect. How does that look? Not great. What is it doing here? This is weird. We can fix this, but it's just it's still weird. Actually, bring that down, bring this down. Just, like I said before, pump the gas at the bottom of the hill. And I guess this intersection won't be too bad. We can unpause now. I don't like to leave it paused for too long. Our floating dump trucks found their road. Let's kind of watch them drive down. Nothing safer than taking a bunch of like 100-ton trucks up and down the road. There's a winter expansion for this too, but you have to play on a winter map in order to use it, which is kind of weird. A lot of people using this now. Is that a good thing? Kind of. Traffic's not terrible right now. This is actually a lot more use than I thought this would get, and it's kind of funny to see so much traffic on it. But hey, it works. This is flowing. I think we solved a lot of traffic over here today. What is this? Oh yeah, we need to fix our bridge. We did talk about doing that when we built this bridge, didn't we? Let's grab it here. Nope, not the prop. Just gotta grab all these nodes. There. Let's kind of back up and look at it from a distance. And we'll use page up. Kind of float our bridge up. I think we want it to be about that high. Is there a boat coming this way, or is it going the other direction? It's going the other way. I don't think we'll have one come under here for a while, but I think that's high enough so we can kind of grade this hill. Kind of bring them up to the bridge like that on both sides. Sorry for burying you temporarily, cars. That looks alright, right? A little bit of dirt built up here. Concrete bridge. Ish. I think it looks good enough. How is our cargo port doing? I don't like the look of people parking over here. That's kind of weird. If they want to park, we can do this. Give them a couple parking lots here. I don't see the parking lines on it, so sometimes I don't trust these modded parking lots. Let's find a better one. Truck parking. 16 by 2. That's a little too big. Hey, cargo. By 3. Still had diagonal lines, so I don't know if that's going to turn out okay. Now you can't see them. Something's wrong with the modded parking lots with diagonal spots, which I don't really care because I don't really use them. Let's go back in this direction. We have some decent ones over here, I believe. Parking zone 5 by 6. Yeah, this is the one that we used over by the nature reserve park, so we'll just use that. If they want to park here, they can park here. Otherwise, no parking on the street, guys. There we go. Kind of teleported their cars over here, and then they can walk if they work at the cargo harbor. We have crossing right here. Nice. So that's flowing well. They're coming in this side, just like we wanted. We gave a one way on this side and a one way on this side, so they come out. I wish that our trains operated just as smoothly. They kind of do now. We kind of force them to. There's some stoppage here. So much you could just go around and clean up in your city if you just keep an eye out. All these little things. Watching for people stopping at intersections. Making sure they have permission to pull up into the middle of that intersection. Which both circles come with that built in, or at least if you use the traffic circle mod that goes ahead and plops down a circle like I did earlier, it goes ahead and sets that rule for you, but this circle is still unnecessary. We don't even really need this. I don't remember what we were going to do with this, but I think it's just unnecessarily extending some people's travels, so let's take this type of road here, change this, and delete these. There we go. So if we want to put something here, we'll put something here later, but honestly, yeah, that was an unnecessary circle, and this is really where it needed to be this whole time. Roundabout Park. We do keep forgetting about that. Let's see. I think it was down at the end here. Roundabout Fantastic 8 by 8. Roundabout Earth 10 by 10. Roundabout Globe 12 by 12. Roundabout Globe 12 by 12. fantastic 8x8 will fit in here. Is it a fountain? It's a fountain, which is a little weird for this industrial traffic circle, but you know what? It'll fit, so let's put that down and see what that looks like. Does it actually have like walkable? Oh, it's got like some cemented areas, so let me see if I can raise it. Oh, it's just raising the fountain. That's interesting. Okay. Don't have many roundabouts, but you plan on adding more. They really help. I mean, hopefully, you know, everything that you've seen here in my city kind of proves that roundabouts can help until you end up with like weird stuff like whatever's going on over here. Lane merging and such. I don't know why. This has become a thing. Nice. Yeah, I mean, if you lay out your traffic otherwise, it'll flow nicely too. If you have people like a lot of people use one-ways more often than I do too, and I think that can help. Let's see if we can paint some concrete in here. Pavement. Let's get a bigger paintbrush. There we go. Let's paint some pavement in here. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I don't use that often enough. So technically people could walk here and hang out in this park if they wanted, I believe. That's decent for a modded park. The water doesn't look great, but that's kind of cool for a modded park from a distance. Not enough raw materials. We'll take a look at that industry later. How tall does the fountain go? With the Move It tool, I mean, you could just... just go off into space. You know what's funny is I don't actually hate that. Maybe not that tall, but like honestly, like halfway up, that's kind of cool. Considering that this park isn't good for anything else right now. Like, pedestrians really shouldn't be over here. It could just keep going. Cheers. Let's check out some of these other traffic circle decorations. These raised traffic circles don't really give an opportunity to put anything in the middle, and this is just kind of a utility traffic circle, so we don't need to put anything there. Let's solve this really quick. What's up with this? If we tell them to just continue here, they'll just merge on up ahead or earlier, but they'll just go up here and merge, watch. Somewhere further down, maybe. Or maybe that solved it for them and they'll be merging a little earlier. Yep, they're merging earlier. Let's force them to make a decision here for at least 2 lanes. How about that? Let's say here, you have to stay in the same lane. And then here, you have to get into this lane if you want to get over here. And here, if I can click on it, there we go. You have to get into this lane. And this one could go to the 3rd lane, sure. Or straight. Okay, so we got a bit of a delay getting off here. What time is it? 6:57 p.m. People headed home from work. Have been headed home for work from work for a while. A little bit of a tie-up trying to get back over to this side of town, I believe. Wait. No, they gotta be getting... yeah, they gotta be going this way, because honestly they have an underpass here if they want to get over to this side, but are they using it? I don't think they are. people using... They are. They're getting on here and going over instead of using the underpass. Is it Nashville? This is better than Nashville in a lot of ways. I'm trying to think of the best way to solve this. We have the bypass here now to go to the right. We don't have a way for them to get on this circle and go to the left. Unless they go up here and get on. We don't want them to have to do that. I'm just trying to think of if I deleted this on-ramp right here, people from this side of town could still go under the underpass here and make it to the top. They could still take this on-ramp to go over to the right, but how would they get on to go this way? Do I want them to have to drive under the underpass and then get on from this? Is that terrible? You know what? I don't think it's that bad. Honestly. Sorry guys. We're gonna try and see. We're gonna see what this does. Straight across. I think we're gonna see some people come up from under here. There they come, and they're gonna start turning on here. So let's give them a bit of 2-lane. Just right here in this segment. Let's tell them, okay, if you're turning here to here, or here to here, otherwise you're going straight across. This isn't going to help too much, but it'll at least keep the people from keep people turning from blocking each other. Okay, you're good to get on here. Technically, you can cross. Nah, you came from the circle. If you wanted to go that way, you could have done it in the circle. Are we missing anything? I don't think so. I think we're good. What are you guys waiting for? There's no light here. Oh, there's traffic here. There's a light here. This is going to get a little clogged for a bit. We'll see if that gets better. But now we don't have any traffic backing up through here, so that's good. We've solved that bit. We've created another bit. The lady swallowed the cat to get rid of the mouse. All these pedestrians on this walkway, I still like it. Oh hey, Mykonos is leveled up again. We got some lookout towers, lean-to shelters. Okay, we'll go add those in a sec. This is kind of flowing for what it is. I hate to say it, but honestly, this might be another roundabout, even though we have one up here. Or one of these. I just hate adding all these excessive bypasses. I think you're too glitchy, did it? Yeah, it did. There we go. If you ever see grass appear over the street, then it's a little too close. Do they flow? Yeah, they flow well enough. That'll keep them up out of the circle. Honestly, we could do the same thing over here. I just feel like it's... shouldn't be necessary. That's the whole purpose of the circle, is to not have all of these extra deals, but oh well. This seems to be flowing better now. Now, as far as traffic goes when you get into the city here, that's a whole other story, but we have so many pedestrians, I think that we're cutting down on car traffic, vehicle traffic. Definitely a lot of people making this turn. We'll keep that in mind. Let's go, while we're thinking about it, let's add our stuff to Mykonos. Nice. 2,800 people have visited. Entertainment until next level. We're currently at 900 out of 1,000, so we're almost to the next level in entertainment with the stuff that we already have. Let's go to some of the stuff we've unlocked. Lean-to shelter. Small wooden shelter with a campfire. Lots of fires. Let's put some down here. Some off the path over here. Let's just dot these around. Yeah, we'll check on transit in just a sec. Let's pop some of these in here first. Put this larger lean-to shelter down over here, maybe. How full are the red and yellow specific vehicles in the subway? Yeah, I'll check the subway is doing a lot more than the red and yellow. Red and yellow still haven't really been all that busy. Lookout tower. Small wooden towers providing a better vantage point for bird watchers, hunters, and hikers. So we'll place these near... maybe near some trees. Yeah, we got some back in here. If I place this here, is it too far from the path? It is. Is this too far from the path? It is not. Let's rotate. There we go. Let's get one over here on this side. And we've got some taller ones here. Let's maybe put a taller one right over here. Have here. Camping site number 1. We already had that one, right? Tent camping site number 1. No? I don't know. No, this is much larger. I don't remember this one. So we can probably squeeze this in over here. There we go. Look at that. Our natural park is really filling out. It's got some playground areas, some cabins, just an insanely dangerous looking fire. Nice. Oh, don't burn down my park. Let's check out transit. 707. Yeah, red and yellow really don't do very much. Yellow travels up along the top side of this low density neighborhood, but it was mostly to get people from one side of the neighborhood over to the middle over here. And how long have I been working on this city? This is probably the 8th or 9th episode. I'll know when I go to label it tonight after I'm done. But 8 or 9 times about 2 hours. So this is probably about 20 hours in. Yeah, 2 to 2.5 hours. 8 or 9 episodes. Yeah, about 20 hours in. And I've been going really slow. We've been playing so slow that not only do we have the real-time mod on, which kind of slows everything down anyway, but you can see my money's just ticking up down here. There are a few things that I did that kind of put us in easy mode. Like this map, I unlocked all of the squares. Normally you would have to purchase and expand in the vanilla game, and it came with some water and electrical connections already, so I didn't have to invest in that in the beginning. That's a good question. We don't have any buses running down to Pancake Town. In fact, there's no transit at all down here. If we had any extra transit, if we added another bus route, see all these bus routes up in here kind of just connect to the main spine. The red is the tram. Yellow gets them over here in this direction. Orange is meant to kind of like carry them up into this industrial area. We have a connection here with green up into the Sterling district. And we have a connection here with orange. Honestly, it's a little far. But we could probably do with one that connects right over here by this tram connection and just comes straight over into Pancake Town and back. What do you think, Matt? You're my transit expert. But yeah, we have a nice little termination of this main road here. Yeah, at least up here. We have a subway exit right here, which does crazy business, I believe. Yeah, like 60 people, 40, 23, 27. A lot of people take the subway to work from town. You can see them all under there. So while a bus connection here to the highway might be good, getting them near the subway would be useful too. Use the bonus circle. Thinking maybe we connect the neighborhood here to this circle. Bring the bus kind of up into here, up, and then out, and have a stop next to the subway, and then it makes its way over here and then back. I don't know what it's going to do here if I connect this, how much traffic we're going to see kind of come through here. Honestly, it should just be people... let me think about it for a second. I was going to say it should just be people coming through here to go to work, but we have the cargo line down here. I don't want any trucks coming down and through the neighborhood to get to the cargo. They should come to the right. We could also paint the district, which actually we haven't done. We haven't looked at in a while, but it's good. We could also set a rule in the district, which I haven't really messed with where are they at? The policies very much, but there's a policy where you can say no trucks. And I believe it'll still let buses through. So if we start seeing trucks, we can kind of come in and do that too. Let's connect this and see what happens. And if you live here, I'm sorry. I'm gonna move over a little bit. I don't want it to be that straight. There we go. Well, I guess I did just want it to go through one property, so we'll connect kind of off-center there. It twitched a little bit. Okay. How's this gonna go? These dump trucks just immediately came down the hill. You guys aren't driving through the neighborhood, are you? Now you're turning around, okay. So we can have a bus come up through here. If anybody's watching and you're not sure why I did this, oh, the bus loop around? Maybe. We might do a separate bus here. Sorry, Craig, I missed that message a moment ago. Anyway, yeah, if you're wondering why we had these little extra loops, we had one over here, we have this one. It's because the industrial roads have these pylons in the middle to keep the trucks from crossing over the road, parking in the middle of the road, and it really ties up traffic. So if a truck wants to get somewhere, they have to go around the block, which isn't really a problem for the grid that we've laid out here to go like halfway around a block. But if they're coming down the wrong side of the road here, they have to go a pretty long ways. In fact, they had to come all the way out to like a traffic circle and turn around and come back in if they needed to turn around. So we put in a loop here to allow them to turn off the road and turn around. These appear to be people coming and going from work, which is cool. Just light traffic here is fine. The grid used to not be there. That's true. We didn't have the kind of like spine across here. We just had this single road and it kind of made a circle. And I actually didn't mind them driving all the way around this circle either. But this circle, yeah. I guess it might as well be. They only use one lane of it anyway. Nope. You have a good eye for that. I miss that half the time. Unless it's a big 6-lane road. You know what? You gotta be really brave to just park your car in a traffic circle like this. No parking. I don't even know how long we'll leave this circle. It's just kind of this temporary fix anyway. But, no, we got a dump truck driving through. No, I don't like this. No, you guys can't be using this as a throughway. Let's set our policies. Okay, Pancake Town. City planning or services? I forget exactly where it's at. Heavy traffic ban. Ban heavy traffic on an area. Make sure there are optional routes available because businesses in the city need to send and receive deliveries. No heavy transport vehicles allowed. Oh hey, Mykonos is leveled up again. So if we do a heavy traffic ban here, yeah, they'll have to come down over here, down to the cargo. That's perfect. Heavy traffic ban. Alright, let's see if any trucks that were headed down here kind of keep going around the circle. No, you're not allowed. Honestly, if they already had their route planned through here, that might still explain it. Let's check on the traffic for this. Looks like there's only... it's hard to tell how many people are on this route. Okay, there's only like a couple of trucks still planning to come down through here, and it doesn't look like anybody else has a set plan to come down through here. These are lines that are headed towards the cargo harbor, so looks like everybody else is routing down through here, which is the way that we would expect them to. Cool. Looks good. Pancake Town is forever going to have this little red circle in the middle of it. Oh, we got somebody that's going to come under the bridge. How does it look? Is it high enough? It might still not be high enough. Or are you waiting your turn? Kind of want to watch and see how this goes. Never mind, nobody's going under the bridge. Also, what is this music? Skip? I guess this is okay. Alright, we got some more stuff from Mykonos. Let's see, what did we unlock this time? We got some water stuff. We got fishing cabins. Could you make a city like Venice? No, because if water touches... I mean, maybe with some mods, but if water touches a building, it'll get a flooded moodlet, and if it stays flooded for too long, it'll get destroyed. It'll move out, and the building will disappear. Fishing cabins. Can we put a fishing cabin? How does this work? Okay, so it's like a dock or a pier out from a cabin. A little too close to this. Let's move it down. Are you too far from a path if you go right there? Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's move you down some. Step you down. There you go. Maybe we can give you a little path for yourself too. I'm glad you don't have to worry about traffic, like foot traffic on paths, like people blocking each other. Make a curve and kind of curve down. Can we not snap? There we go. There we go, so they can walk out here, out to the pier. was fishing. Oh, he caught something. Congrats. I think we got another one of those as well. We don't have a whole lot of... I guess we could do something on this path here to the water. Not getting my Bud Light. No, they bring full-on Budweiser to the river. Fishing cabin 2. This one looks even bigger. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Maybe up here, kind of towards this end. This might be neat. Put some kayaks out back. Couple people fishing. Several people fishing. Let's check the stairs and make sure it's not too high. Yeah, it usually puts these on the water a little too high. You have to move them down. There we go. They should walk off the path and come down here. Yes, that's what we were doing. We were considering a bus for Pancake Town. Let's see, we have a couple more things. Hunting Cabin 1. Interesting. You can hunt moose and bear in this town. Pandas if you really need to. Hunting Cabin number 2. Oh, this one's even bigger. Let's put it down over here. Nice. Is it like missing a texture on the front, or is that supposed to be like... I think that might be normally dark, but it's just got like a white texture. Oh, we jumped forward. Hey, we have people hanging out here. The fires are so menacing, though. Yeah, in fact, like, I mean, it's a hunting cabin, but like the cabin itself looks really cool. Let me do like another one over here. Oh man, some huge trees get planted nearby. What does our budget look like now? Okay, yeah. Now we're still making twice as much. The money is automatically adjusting up, so people are paying $17 to enter the park. 6,000 people have visited. We need 10,000 for the final 5th level. Very cool. And it is 1 a.m. on a Thursday. Everyone is leaving the park at 1 a.m. You should be camping. You should be staying the night. I mean, I guess you have to work tomorrow because it's Thursday, but... Okay, yeah, let's plan that bus. So we did make this. You better not be driving down through my neighborhood. Where did that truck come from? We have at least reduced heavy traffic. Or truck, where are you headed? Doesn't seem like that policy's working 100%. But as long as we don't have just like, you know, lines and lines of like heavy trucks and stuff coming through, I think we'll be okay. Needs a shuttle bus. So just on the bus line, I don't know. I think a lot of people might take the bus. We might end up upgrading it to more than a shuttle bus. We got a lot of traffic here now. This got worse again. I'll look at this later. I'm getting distracted. Shiny things, shiny things. Okay. Bus needs to stop down here at the end. I know that I want that to be the case. So we'll start a new bus line. And it will... stop-ish down here. And turn around. I don't think we need another stop right across the street right away, but... we're going to want it to come here, stop here, come up through here, stop here, come up through the circle, and stop right in front of the subway. Sure, it can be right there. Now, the real question is, do we want to just bring that back and close that loop? Or do we want it to go ahead and continue all the way up here to the tram? Or do we just want a shuttle bus between those two? I think I just answered my own question. I think this line right here would be good for a shuttle bus. Use the roundabout and bring it back? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and circle around. Put a stop there. Why not? And we could either come back the same path or we can come down through here. There really isn't much to stop on this road, so we might as well just come back the same way we went. Yeah, I agree. So we'll come down here, we'll stop across the street, and then we'll close that loop. So now we have this blue line. Do we have a blue already? No. In fact, I think it just recolored itself. Pancake Town or some district line. It's this magenta color here. Q shuttle specifically, just for this area? Okay. We'll try it. I'll defer to your expertise. Here we go. Wait, no, we need to zoom in on that line, right? Here we go. So let's say remove vehicles, select types. Express shuttle. Add vehicle. And then remove the others, right? Nope, nope, there we go. Add express shuttle. Oh no, we didn't select the... I see. Right, right. So it's highlighted. 4, 5, I wonder how many we should do. 6. Let's start with 6. 7 to 8. Sure, why not? We'll put up 8. We can afford it. I want my people to have the best transportation they can get. So now, let's take a look at that line. I think we have to wait for the buses to get here because our bus depot's on the other side of town. So I think they're going to start from all the way down here and make their way over. Is that them? Yeah, they're going to take the interstate. They have a journey to make, and then they will forever run back and forth over here. Follow the bus. If we can find one. Let's see. There we go. We'll become the bus. Oh, we need to turn off the, one sec. Turn off the overlay. We are now the bus. These lights are making it kind of foggy. Or maybe it's just the specific kind of headlights that this bus has. These interstate speeds, though, make these trucks wobble so much it looks really dangerous. Check out the moon. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Some of these on-ramps look a lot steeper when you're down at road level. But the town looks pretty cool. Oh, look at all the pedestrians on the walkway. We don't take enough moments like this. I don't know, that's what my intros and outros are for too, though. I think we're almost there. Oh, we got an autosave. I think you could see the Orsum district way up there on the hill in the distance. You can see all the lights up on the hill. There's the Opera House. Hopefully we don't get stuck in traffic. I'm pumping the brakes. Oh man, the lights on the electric generators over there are pretty cool too. around the circle, making our way over to the Pancake Town area. Wait, where are you going this way? They might be going all the way around the mountain to pull in from the back. Why are you turning this way? Such a weird way to get off the highway. Might want to actually look for traffic routes that are coming this way for whatever reason. Oh, we got traffic. Alright, we're not going to set in traffic. You got 5 seconds to make it through this intersection. Alright, we're kind of going. Nope. Oh, this is like Nashville. Making our way in. There's the fountain. So he's going to turn in up into the industrial area, come down and through that traffic circle. At least I bet that's where he's going. Now we're behind another one of the buses. Okay, so I think they've just come in onto the route from the back end, and I think they're on the route now. Let's watch from up here. Is this one of the stops? It is. Okay, so they'll get a little bit more spaced out once they've actually been on the route for a bit. More public transit equals less cars on the road, equals more room for industrial traffic, equals more money for us in exports. So what does our income look like right now? We make $114,000 every 10 minutes, and we spend $107,000 every 10 minutes. So really we're making about 4.3 according to down here. Looks like it fluctuates. Industrial income 16,000. That's just the industrial income though, like taxes from industry. This is, let's see, industrial income from industry areas. I think the industry areas is the exports. Transit tab. Oh, transit income. Can you see the income here? Maybe you have to go to the individual things, like the buses. In each line, maybe? The mods have crammed so much stuff into this, though, it's kind of hard to see. Even if we can't tell, I'm fine with it. I'm not really paying that much attention to, you know, the nickels and dimes, because... Ooh, what's going on over here? It's the hospital. Right? No, university. Lots of people hanging out at the university today. Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to the nickels and dimes because we make enough money to sustain ourselves. If we ever saw our money dip into the red, then, you know, we'd have to focus on some more ways to earn. But, man, check out everybody walking to school. They're like ants. That's pretty cool, though. Nice. We zipped across town, though. We were looking at this. I think we still want to do a shuttle that goes back and forth from where our trams start here, and kind of just in this general industry area. Oh, transit tab in the income screen. We can take a look. Yeah, here it is. Oh, nice. We're spending a lot more than we're making. Negative 10,000. That's fine, though. It's a benefit to our people, and we're reducing traffic as a result. Okay, so let's look at one more bus line here. I guess we could have... We don't really have a stop on the circle. I didn't want people waiting out here in the circle. But if we have a stop here, like, let's say if we start a new line, it's gonna run from over here, right? Let's like say, I'll delete this stop in a moment, but I need it as a marker. Let's say if we start here, we come in, should be able to come down and in, yeah. So if you come in here and you stop here, no, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, not there. Again, using this as a marker temporarily. Start here. Let's say you come up, the buses come up through here and turn around, right? So they turn around, they stop right here kind of near the subway. They come out this way and across and all the way over here. They don't even have any stops in between, they just go. It's like an express shuttle. I want them to be able to stop somewhere near a tram stop, which is like right here. So they would stop here. Oh, you heading out? Have a good one, Craig. If you're leaving, if that's what the see ya means. Then we can have them kind of turn around. Kind of looking for the easiest way to turn around here. Do we want them to come up here? They can't turn across here. Maybe stop here. And then head all the way back. But what I was thinking was that we could then connect it in such a way what did the orange line have? Yeah, it ended up being the same as the orange line. Okay, so that's now this lime green. But I think that this path that it's taking here ended up being one of the better ones. Let's drag this over though, because you don't need to come all the way up through here. You can get on right here. Oh, weird. Okay. I see what's happening. I'm going to put it there for a second. I don't think we gave an option for them to merge their lanes here when we were fixing stuff before. This lane can go right, but let's say this lane here, you could also turn into that lane. Just in case you need to. Now, if we look at that bus route, let's delete that one. There we go. Can we delete this and have it stay? Okay, it gets off here, goes around. That's closer. We don't need this one. I just want it to be an express route between here and here, because the subway does not touch this. And this will let you get to the tram. So if anybody down here works at the OR district, they can get on the tram, come over here, get on the shuttle, come over here. So now let's go to our kind of olive green line. And let's select our types. This, what do you think, shuttles as well? Man, it had like 12 buses running on it. 6 shuttles. Let's see how that goes. We are getting towards the end of the show for the evening. So we can find some of those olive green shuttles making their way. There's a taxi. Here's one. So I think for the end of our show here, we'll kind of follow this guy. Oh, we do have to... I keep forgetting to turn off the overlay. We'll follow the olive green shuttle bus to the other side of town. Well, as usual, thanks for joining me this evening. I think we may start getting on early more often on Mondays at 9 instead of 9:30 Central Time. Yeah, gives us a little bit more time with City Skylines, and I don't think it'll be the next stream, but the one after it will actually probably have the university expansion that's coming out, and we can try that out, so that'll be pretty cool. I hope we don't spend the rest of the outro kind of butted up against the back of a garbage truck, but yeah, no, thanks for joining me. Between now and next time, I will check out the articulated buses and see if I can get those added in. But yeah, and as usual, I will see you next time.